OpieRadio.
What the fuck?
Hey, it's Joey Salvia, and welcome to episode 86. When we last heard from Gregg, he was at Gebhard's Beer Culture in New York City with Vic Henley, Sherrod Small, and Jim Florentine, and they were about to take a little drinky poo.
Boo!
Now, we realize a few days have gone by since then, but we'll use our famous TV chef Carl Ruiz to speed us into the future. Carl.
Bring it up to speed. Hang on, everybody. There she goes.
All right, we're doing this?
Yeah, cheers.
What is this?
What is that?
Casamigos?
You in there? What you doing,
Patron?
Florentine?
No, I'm
Patron?
I got a set.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
He's got to drive, too, bro.
Wow.
Oh, you driving?
Yeah,
Where's the boy at?
he's with my ex.
You on a date?
No, I gotta do a set later.
Every time I picture that kid, I picture your kid in like a Corvette.
He will be soon.
That motherfucker's
totally.
too cool to be 7.
Leather jacket, black leather jacket, Corvette,
Florentine has the
Ray-Bans, full-on Ray-Bans. Aviators.
He's got the coolest 8-year-old in the
Kid
world.
was born
In
Fonzie.
the world. He was born with long hair and sunglasses.
Walks over, bam, hits the jukebox, it kicks right in every single time.
How many
Kid's
shows
too
has he
cold.
been
He's
to
too
now?
cool.
Well, about like 17 concerts, but he's doing stand up too, so he's
Is he
going.
really?
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
stand up.
He's done it about 12 times or so.
Really? Is he
Yeah.
good? He's getting
Yeah,
there?
he got his first complaint from an audience member.
He's in.
I told him.
Man!
I told him, I said, you're a real comic now. You're pushing buttons. This old guy after the show goes, we went to an open mic, and the old guy went up to the owner. He goes, how could you let that kid on stage making fun of his parents like that? That's disgraceful.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, it's a comedy club. He goes, that's a disgrace. He goes, and that father letting them go up there, I wanted to punch him in the face, him and his jokes too. But he goes, with that kid being disrespectful to us, I go, Luke, you're a fucking comic now. You're pushing
He's in.
buttons.
Oh, that's great.
He was like, who did it? That old guy? Yeah, whatever. yeah. He got like, he didn't go, oh man, he didn't like feel
Fucking
bad, like, oh
outstanding.
man, someone didn't like me. Like he didn't
He's
take it
gonna
like
write more of
that.
that material.
Oh yeah, he's like, who? What old guy? I'm like, remember that old fuck sitting in the front? He's like, oh yeah, that guy. Who's that guy? He was one to
At
complain.
least the dude didn't yell out while he was on stage. 'Cause
Yeah, I
he
know.
would have killed him.
Absolutely. Oh
You
yeah,
would
he
have
would.
to kill that kid, that dude.
Yeah, he probably would have went after him.
The strip brings
Oh, your son?
a kid.
Yeah.
A kid comes in the strip like 2 or 3 times a year. They give him about 3 spots a
Oh,
year.
yeah,
Have you seen
yeah,
that kid?
Yeah, I've
And
seen
same thing. And I'm always fucking brutal to him.
Yeah.
Because
You
his
treat him like a
mother,
comedian.
just to make his mother get really fucking angry,
Yeah.
and she comes over and goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey, we're gonna be comics. We're gonna
Yeah.
be fucking comics.
There you
Shut
go.
the fuck up."
Shut the fuck up. You brought him on a couple times. I think I was there when you
I
brought
have,
him on.
yes. Well,
Yeah,
I'm-
you leaned
he
on him.
gets it. He gets it.
Yeah.
The mom doesn't get it. The
Yeah.
mom thinks I'm really being a dick, and I'm like, I'm treating him like a fucking peer.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Well, I did
Yeah.
like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and I brought him on one time, and his first joke got like an applause break. He goes, that joke got better laughs than my dad's whole set. That's what he said after the joke.
Heckling
Just busted
you from
right
the
on stage.
stage.
Yeah,
The kid's got it.
that's
man.
great.
Oh, the boy bad.
How many minutes does he have?
He's got probably about 4 minutes.
God, that's not
He
bad.
could build it, but he's got about 7 jokes.
Does he want to be a comic or
He
a
thinks
rock
so,
star?
or yeah, the band too.
Tell him to do both. Get him out. Keep him on stage.
I told him, I said, you want a mansion, you want chicks.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
the way
go
to
rock
do
and
it.
roll.
He can get on SNL at 16.
Yeah.
Break
but-
everything.
But that music thing's getting weird, man.
What?
What?
There's no good. I mean, the guitars are going away. Rock's going away.
Because
Well-
people don't got the patience to sit in a room with a fucking guitar no more and
It
fucking
can't-
learn how to play it.
I mean, it comes back a little bit, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
in a tough spot
it'll
with
always
rock.
be around, though. It'll always be around.
Yeah.
Look at all these dinosaur acts selling out, and they
Yeah.
keep touring and stuff because they know there's a lot of money. People still want to see
Even
that.
Cindy Winery, they got fucking bands coming through there every week.
Yeah, it'll come back. That band, that Greta Van Fleet, is selling like 4,000
Yeah, they're
tickets.
doing great.
There's a band that young kids sound like Led Zeppelin. They sell out within 30 minutes.
Exactly
4,000
like-
tickets.
Yeah, what goes around comes around, man. It's
Yeah.
coming back.
We could play a Greta Van Fleet song for you. You would swear it was some B-side of some old Zeppelin album
Really?
that they never.
But what is
that was-
what is going is like the fucking places in the city where these bands.
No,
used
I
to
know
play.
where they used to. Yeah, the original music they
That's
used to
what's
play.
sad.
I know because you need that.
You need that.
Yeah.
I like my Blackberry Smoke.
Oh, we all
Great.
love those guys. Can't
Damn,
go wrong
they
with Charlie
good.
Starr, man.
It's like New York
Lynette,
was good for
Alabama.
that. Now it's more like Memphis, and you can still go to like Nashville and find like late night spots.
Yeah.
Nashville's got tons of good shit.
Yeah,
Till 5 in the
Chicago.
morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
They go till 5 in the Chicago goes till 4, and Nashville goes till 5. Austin, Texas, which proclaims to be the live music capital, fucking last call's at 1:45. Dicks.
Oh, you can't
Really?
beat
Come
that.
on, yes.
Yeah.
The live music capital of the world.
Take the
you
title
have to-
away from those guys.
And they start fucking yanking it at like 140. It ain't even,
Right.
they don't even push it
It's
till
2.
210. No, it's been that way for. I'm like, how dare you call yourself the fucking live music capital?
So the bars
You only-
close at 2 there?
At 2, yeah.
You turned us on to Blackberry Smoke, man.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Florentine turned me onto it anyway.
Not Charlie Starr from Lynette, Alabama.
Oh,
I had my Auburn hat on. He was like, goddamn War Eagle, Vic.
Yeah.
Since we walked in there that day. I have a new hat, by the way, in case no one
I
has noticed.
see that.
Completely,
I
yes.
think that's what you took a picture on.
I took it. The old one's gone. I thought the other one got infested, and I think I started a rash on my head.
How long did you have that hat?
16 years,
Oh
probably.
my God! What did you do with the hat? You
I
didn't
threw it in the
away?
garbage.
Why you throwing it in the garbage?
I
You
threw it in
have
the
to have a
garbage.
ceremony for that thing.
I almost caught it on fire. I was grilling something, and it had so much smoke
Grease?
and oil and shit in it that it almost caught the
Almost went
bill
up.
on fire. So I snatched it off my head and threw it down. And I'm like, all right, fuck, garbage. Now it's garbage. I had Vans that I've had forever. They were just blown out all the sides. So I threw the
Yeah.
checkerboard Vans. My Spicolis and my fucking hat went in the garbage
Oh,
about
man.
5 days ago.
16 years.
Yeah, I know.
You should
I
have
know.
buried that in your
Longer than
backyard, man.
longer than both my marriages combined.
The hat was like, this ain't gonna last. You know that, right?
A better winning record.
You know, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Who was the quarterback when you got it?
Oh shit! So 16 years ago would have been 2006. I don't know. But no, wait, somebody else.
Were they a good team? They had a good team though.
Oh, they're always pretty good. They were in the middle.
Cam
of,
was their win.
2010 national championship, but they were in the middle of beating Alabama 6 in a row.
Was that the? Oh, really?
Yeah, Tuberville was the coach. They were in the middle of
they-
beating Alabama. Yeah.
Was that the last
Jason Campbell?
championship?
Jason Campbell would have been if you want to go all the way back to 04.
Oh, Jason
Jason
Campbell.
Campbell, Carlos Rogers,
Here we go.
Cadillac, Ronnie Brown, Carlos Dansby, motherfucker.
Ronnie Brown went to Dolphin. With the Wildcat.
It's all Auburn stuff.
Oh shit! So what's the last championship? 2010.
2010. They played. Florida State beat them in 13. I was at the Rose Bowl. Kelvin Benjamin, that motherfucker, caught a pass with 9 seconds to go.
Ouch.
Right. And Barkley fell on me in the men's room. He was so shit faced.
Really?
That'd
Yes.
be Charles
He's a
Barkley.
vodka
Yes.
drinking son of a bitch. He got me drunk as shit down
Oh, he's a pistol.
he drinks so much vodka, but he got a big body.
He's got the tranny. That's where the tranny comes in. He's the first person that I heard use that term.
He is round.
6'4" and led the SEC. He went hardship or no, he went junior year. He would have been the only guy to lead the SEC in rebounding 4 years in a row.
Listen to me. He
And
was
he went,
a beast.
He went as a junior. Yeah,
When he was motherfucker, you would think he was 6'9".
I know, but 6'4".
Dude,
Unbelievable.
He is so much better than
Unbelievable.
Shaq, when they're doing the games, the NBA games.
Oh yeah. He's
But
funny.
Shaq just shuts him down every time. He goes, shut up, Charles.
Yeah,
How many championships for you?
yeah.
Yeah,
shut him down.
How many championships?
Right.
Five,
He
I
brings
think?
it. No,
How many?
Shaq
got
5.
five.
5.
Because Kobe got 6. No, Shaq got 4.
Because Charles.
3 Pete
Three
and
and one.
Miami.
Yeah,
4.
Barkley
Three, yeah,
will always
4.
get the best
Kobe
of him,
got
and all of a
5.
sudden Shaq goes, shut up, Charles.
I mean,
0 championships. I have 5. and then Barkley has to just pout.
Oh, he just takes it. He takes it.
That's
He
not
takes it.
fair that
Ewan
guy never
takes
got a
it, too.
championship, man.
It ain't fair, but
That's
that's
not
life.
fair.
I mean, there's a lot of. Dr. J only got 1,
83 swept the Lakers.
and that was an
83
83.
swept the Lakers.
He
Swept
might
the
have got
Lakers.
an
I was
ABA
so
title,
happy. I
though.
was so- he did have an ABA.
He
yeah,
had
did
an
have
ABA title. Let's not forget about
He
the
had an
ABA.
But
ABA.
Yeah.
Was Wilt
Bro.
an ABA?
what?
Wilt was just always NBA.
Wilt was always NBA. Absolutely. Philadelphia Warriors. Then somebody.
Lakers.
That's like counting the
Lakers,
AFC
but somebody else
championship.
in between. I'm
I
forgetting
know.
somebody.
I can't remember anymore.
I did the shot of tequila.
Dude,
my
the
sports
ABA, that brought all the showboating.
Yeah,
into
they
the
brought
NBA.
all the
The red, white, and blue ball, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
And the
ABA.
dunks, they had more dunks and everything.
Dan Issel, the Kentucky Colonel.
Shout out to the San Diego Conquistadors.
And the shot clock. The shot clock was shorter.
Yes, that's right.
They
Yeah.
made the game speed up.
Yeah.
I remember the Sports Illustrated cover. I believe it was Dr. J. Who was on the other side? I want to say, was it Bird?
Bird? I think
think
it's
it might have
Bird.
Bird.
I think it's Bird.
Where they were bringing the leagues together.
Yes.
Was it Bird?
No, it wasn't Bird.
No, who was it?
Uh-uh.
Help
No,
me
you
out.
mean earlier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Dr. J. They were. Oh, it was a very famous cover. I'm gonna have to look it up.
Was it Pistol Pete?
Might have been.
No, it wasn't Pistol Pete. Who
He was
my
Hawks.
favorite player of all time,
Hawks.
by the way.
I remember that.
That's Theo Vaughn's best joke. Theo Vaughn is from some tiny little town in Louisiana, and he goes, Pistol Pete marriage is from there, and so is Lee Harvey Oswald, which tells you that they're both good from downtown.
Theo, that's
Theo's
love him.
joke. Theo's joke. I'm from this tiny little place, blah, blah. There's 2 people from there.
Oh, it was Dave Cowens. I should have known that.
Was
Dave
it?
Cowens.
Dave Cowens for
thank
the
you,
Celtics.
Mike.
For the
Oh,
Celtics.
there we go.
That was the
Celtics.
famous cover on Sports
Yes.
Illustrated to show that the leagues were merging. It was, I should have known that for
Yes.
real. Dr. J and Dave,
That was
Jay
right when
and
the Boston
ABA,
went bad. That
they
was
brought all
Boston
the
went
style.
bad.
who played for the Celtics, a lefty.
A lefty.
Yeah, with the sharp elbows. Cowens had the sharp elbows.
What,
Like
on the
Bill
shot?
Laimbeer.
Sharp. He
Like the
would
Bill
fucking
Laimbeer.
throw
Oh,
that
he would
shit
throw it.
around.
Yeah. Yeah, Lambier was an elbow throwing son of a bitch.
We should
That
talk about the Lorena
Frankenstein.
Bobbitt documentary after all.
What?
The Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't forget.
I thought
First,
he was
ABC tried to undercut the documentary by doing their own
Yeah.
fucking dumb
What was
special.
that? Yeah, I saw that.
People are dirty. People are dirty in business.
Dirty.
They see you doing something like this. Let's get ours out earlier.
Throw it out there.
And do a half-ass one.
Right.
But yeah, it's supposed to be amazing. That's what I'm hearing.
But the Amazon Prime one is actually showing stuff, and there's cursing and all that stuff, and there's tits. They're showing Bobbitt, like, when he was doing porn and all that stuff. So ABC
I did see that
couldn't
porn
compete
after
to that.
he did. But like the top of his dick was sore. You saw the porn that he did?
Yeah.
Wait, let's break this down.
It was a
though.
Frankencock.
This happened a long
That was the
time
name
ago.
of it,
now.
wasn't
How
it the
many
name
how
of
many
it?
years ago was the Lorena
93
Bobbitt?
or 94,
Yeah,
94.
So we're talking 26-ish.
It was a different time in America. This
26
was,
years ago. So you got Lorena Bobbitt.
Long Island Lolita. It was that time.
That was
Yeah.
Amy,
Oh, it's one after another.
It
Right
was all
after
that
Boom
time,
Bang.
though.
Right, right.
But we were
Fisher.
beating off at all these stories.
Jessica Hahn was in there.
Stick knife
Joey
in a woman's
Buttafuoco.
hand.
Foucault.
Oh, my
Half the
God.
man I used.
So John Wayne Bobbitt was, I guess, cheating, and she was like, "Fuck that," and cut his penis off.
She said he came in there aggressively and had
He
sex
was
with her,
he
too.
was beating her and raping her and all this other
That's what
stuff.
she said,
Yeah, like they showed a whole trial and stuff like that because it was televised, Lorena's part, and you weren't sure if she was lying or not to get out of it, but
Right.
then you see what a piece of shit John Wayne Bobbitt was after everything went down.
Yeah.
He had domestic violence charged against him a couple of times and other women. He's just a shady guy.
I mean,
He
try
was
to
in and
win an
out of jail.
argument with a chick that knows your dick got cut off, though. Come on, you're going
What?
to have to swing on somebody, right?
He was really drunk that night. He didn't feel it at
Yeah,
first.
he didn't feel it at first.
He was out cold, like he jumped
Good
on top of her and
God.
fucked
How
her,
did
had
not
sex with her
feel
like
that?
3 a.m,
Right.
and then he passed out again, and she just went in the kitchen and cut his dick
Cut
off.
his dick off and ran out the house and then threw it into the field, right?
No, the best part is I didn't notice. It's 5 a.m. Now Bobbitt's at the hospital. They have a picture of him without his dick at the hospital.
They showed that on
They
there?
showed it, yeah, because the cops had to take pictures of it.
What
right?
that look like?
It's just just blood,
Just
and
a
there's
nub.
nothing there, just a nub. So there's already a surgeon there, a microsurgeon, whatever, ready to put it on, but they can't find the dick.
Right.
And they only have a certain amount of time to do it before it's not going to work.
Right.
So they already got a guy, and they're trying to find Lorena. Lorena drives to her fucking nail salon at 5 a.m. and decides, I'm going to just go hang out at work. So they find her there. They go, look, where's his dick? And she goes, I threw it in a field near a 7-Eleven. I don't know. I just panicked. So now they call up all these cops like 5 a.m. like, we got to find this dick.
Somebody's over there eating a big bite next to 7-Eleven. Like, what?
Duncan.
What do you
Duncan.
mean?
Duncan.
You guys know the panic you have if you lose your keys or your phone.
Yeah,
Can you
your
imagine?
keys.
You're like, where the fuck is my? I don't know. I threw it somewhere in the woods close to the 7-Eleven.
So they got everybody out there searching by the 7-Eleven with flashlights like 5 a.m. It's still dark. And one cop accidentally stepped on the dick.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he stepped. And then another guy, they go, all right, pick it up. And another cop goes, I can't pick it up. He's like, what do you mean? He goes, it's against my religion. I cannot have another guy's penis in my hands.
Even a
It's against
severed
my religion.
penis?
Yeah, so they had a volunteer firefighter picked it up.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I swear to God. He goes, no, that's against my religion. I can't have another
What
guy's.
religion is that?
I don't know.
What religion said you
He
can't
got
bring
out of
body
it.
parts?
He just made that
It
up on the
worked.
spot. It worked.
He goes against my religious beliefs.
So then,
my
so the
God.
volunteer fireman picked it up, and there was a 7-Eleven next door. So he ran to 7-Eleven,
Got ice.
and he got like a hot dog bag, the little hot dog bag, and he put ice in and put the penis on ice and drove it to the hospital.
Hey, he's a hero.
Yeah,
And that guy, John Wayne Bobbitt, ends up having sex after that with that same fucking.
and they
penis.
show it
yeah,
cut
I saw,
off.
I saw
How
the sex.
amazing
I
is
saw
that?
that. It
They-
wasn't good sex.
That man's name is Brett Kavanaugh, Supreme Court Justice.
They showed the penis too, cut off. Like it was about this big, like cut off.
That's pretty
You
good.
see the helmet and everything.
That's
like
pretty
that.
good. That big
They
cut
said
off?
that one of the doctors says she must have been a surgeon because she just fucking one swipe and cut the whole thing. Like didn't even have to saw it. It's just fucking.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's
Like she
easy
was
to
a
get on.
professional.
It was easy to get back on.
Yeah, it was easy
Yeah,
because it was
clean
such a
cut.
clean cut.
Yeah.
Ah, so she didn't really hate him.
She did him a favor.
If she hated him, she would have found
Wow.
some
Sawed
kind
it.
of-
Sawed
sawed it off, or a butter knife.
And they,
That's right.
Wow.
If it was one like.
Let's bit it off. Two angry
Right.
bites.
Chew it nice.
She was hoping they were going to get back together eventually. If she did it that way. You know what happened to John Wayne Bobbitt after that, right?
What?
So it makes sense because you're basically saying he had a small fucking penis that they found, right?
It
'Cause
was
only this
probably
big.
about 3 inches. But
How
look,
much was left
he
on
was
him?
there was like nothing. You couldn't.
Oh, that's not good. Then.
But he was soft though too.
Oh,
He got him at the base, is what
He
said.
had
Yeah.
that surgery where I think they cut the ligament and you could pull some more out.
Yeah.
You got a little more inside
You got 2 inch, about a inch and a half, 2
Right.
inches of cock
So this
behind your scrotum.
Yep.
So there's a surgery where they cut the ligament and they pull
They
some
pull
more
it out.
out.
Yeah, some dudes have
like a
small
vacuum
penises.
cord.
Yeah, that's enlargement.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a
surgery.
penis enlargement later on. It
Yeah.
didn't work.
But he
Like-
also got elongated.
yeah, he got it. Yeah.
But it
So
wouldn't go
pull
all
it
the
out,
way
yeah.
up because of that. Because if you
Yeah,
go
when
with
you
that
see
surgery,
it, the top part was soft in the porn. I'm telling you, like a nigga just doing like this.
that part of his penis was
It's
still
like
dead.
sleeping. His helmet was sleeping on his balls.
He's still suffering from
If the
frostbite.
shaft was hard, but the top
Right.
was like this. I don't know.
It's like an elf hat.
Like, didn't we get in trouble for doing this last time? Do we really want to go back in there with somebody else?
His penis head was sad.
His penis had to remember what happened. The fucking
Right.
everything else didn't. Yeah, it was. But the porn was good. The girls was just sluts. You saw the porn?
Yeah, they showed a little of it. I didn't see the porn back
Oh,
then.
I
but
watched
they
it when
showed.
it came out.
Oh, you
fresh.
did? Yeah.
Me and my dumb friends was like this. We gotta see if they can fix a dick.
Bro, what do you think he was thinking when the cops walked to the room and said, "We found it"?
Thank you, Jesus.
Holy great!
Well, he was so drunk that he didn't even leave the scene right away. They showed a bed with all the blood all over it.
Yeah.
Like he was just fucking drunk, and he was just like, "What the fuck?" So,
Like, what's your
like he
first
should have
course
left the
of
house
action?
right. His buddy was there, and his buddy drove him to the hospital. But he waited like 10, 15 minutes before he even left.
That's
the
a real
apartment.
friend. Fuck Al Collins, nigga, who drove OJ.
How about all the
I
bad,
know.
How about all the bad jokes? You remember all the bad?
Everybody
the
had the bad.
stream of
Yeah.
cops.
Late night.
Like she was driving down the road and threw it out the window, and it hit the cop car behind him. And the one cop goes, "Look at the dick on that bug."
Yeah, that's-
7 fucking thousand.
There was a million. All the comics would fight. We get on stage. Like, don't do Bobbitt jokes. No, I got 3 of them. I'm going on after you. Come on, what's your joke? Oh, that's similar to mine. Well, I got his dick cut off. They're all going to be similar.
We don't get stories like that anymore. We don't get those great
I hope
stories
not.
anymore.
I was happy because I was emceeing. I'm like, good, I'm first on stage. I'm fucking doing mine.
So a couple things. I would volunteer with my flashlight to find the dick. You would volunteer to go find the dick, right?
No.
That's a once in a lifetime thing.
If it's
I
a
would.
friend-
I'm with you. I'm
Thank
with you. I
you.
would.
In a
I
field
would.
with a flashlight.
I
If
would.
it's a friend, I'm going.
And then
Yeah.
if I found
especially,
it,
right.
and if I found it, I would kick it around a little bit.
Yeah, you see, that's why I want you out there if my dick is cut off.
I would have to. I would
Motherfucker be
have
yelling
to
goal.
kick it around a little bit. A little bit.
His would be like the large Tootsie Roll.
You
Big
see it
one.
crawling
Not
at
the-
you like
yeah, not the big, not the little one, the big one, the big one.
If I found Sherrod's dick, I'd take it home myself. I'm going to put this on mine. I'll stick it in the freezer for a while to lay low for about a month.
You got a blackface stick.
you black dick in it.
I was trying.
Yeah, I'm like, at least this one doesn't have warts.
And back
That's
to
what you
war.
think.
Not callbacks here.
I wouldn't assume that, Jimmy.
So is the rest of the movie good? I love a good documentary.
It's
I just
4
don't have
parts.
Amazon Prime, so I'm not going to fucking.
It's
see
4
this.
parts.
You
They,
don't have
they
Prime?
focus a lot
I don't have
on
Prime.
domestic violence against women and stuff.
Yeah.
So all that they do go a lot into that.
Keep it fun.
I don't need to try to send a
Oh,
message.
God, why the a Me Too message?
Right, we
Guy
can't
got
have
his
that.
dick cut off and it was thrown into a field. Let's have fun.
Yeah,
telling
nothing
you,
says don't hit the girl like your dick get cut off. You
I'm
don't have
trying
to
think.
Yeah,
I
tell us
worked
more
with a
about
guitar
that.
act.
Yeah, you
I
don't
worked
need a
with
message.
guitar act. I
Keep
can't think of
your
who it
message
was.
at the end.
You don't need a message. You don't need to scroll at the end. We got
We get it.
We understand.
His
Stick
dick's in the field.
We understand.
Message sent.
half the man I used to be.
Cop stepped on it. We get it.
Ain't you to hear no girl like this. I don't want
Steak
nobody
knife.
hitting on me. It's like, bitch, his dick got cut off.
Right, we
It's
get
funny
it.
because they're interviewing people on the street when it
think
happened, and
it's-
all the black women are like, "Guy, cut it off! Fuck that guy! Cut that dick off! I'd cut it off too." They're all
Black women
and
say that,
the
but
white,
they ain't gonna do it.
all the white women are like, "I don't know. That's kind of violent. I don't know." But all the black women, cut that
I
dick
know,
off.
yeah, but
Yeah.
black women say it, but they ain't doing it.
They're not doing it.
They ain't
No,
doing that.
No.
They love that black dick just as much as us.
it's true.
Fuck, they ain't cutting that shit off.
Don't lure me.
It's like he
into it.
already don't pay bills. So I'm gonna cut his the one thing that he does right in his house.
And you said black women, and I got to bring it up again.
Uh-oh.
We watch Atlanta Housewives. And
big body parts?
And I think about Sherrod because I admitted that the big body parts scare me.
Those big thighs and fat asses scare the shit out of Opie.
They're not fat. They're just big.
No, he said this before about
Ashley.
Ashley Graham, and she's white. That didn't even have anything to do. But
Ashley Graham is white.
But he brought
white.
this up, but he was like, I could never.
yeah,
I
she
could
is.
No,
never.
Ashley Graham is fat.
No.
The girl,
No.
she's fat.
Opie.
Holy
No,
shit.
she's not.
You have to get emails.
No,
she's
not.
big boned, maybe.
She is
She's a
fat.
plus size model.
Come on.
But she's fat. You
No.
can
Say
call her
that, no.
whatever you want.
No.
She's fat.
I've seen-
No.
Get a picture of
No,
her.
she's not fat.
Mike, jump in here.
I don't know who
She's
she
a plus
is.
size
She's a
model.
plus size model that
She's plus
became.
size.
The Atlanta Housewives, they're not fat. They got big parts.
Right.
What's the
Ashley Graham
difference?
is fat. She's got a
Tomato,
nice
tomato.
face.
What the fuck are you saying?
She's got a nice face.
She's plus size, Opie.
Plus.
Stop you. You better start using better terms. You're gonna have black people coming after you. You're gonna have
strong
fat
in the
people coming after. She's strong in the paint. You want her down there
You want-
rebounding.
Exactly.
You think that's
Yeah.
all right?
No,
I
she's
think
fat.
it's wonderful.
What?
Florentine's with me.
She's fat.
Thank
She
you,
saw her walking down the
Florentine.
street.
So
Thank you.
we're on the
Let me see the
wrong.
picture.
We're on the right side of the
Would you
table.
smash her? Would you smash it?
Yeah. You see her walking down the street. You don't know who she is. Like,
Right.
she's fat.
I wouldn't say.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't say she's fat. I say she's plus
No.
size.
I start hearing that
And she
Negro
like-
spiritual.
and she like-
Climb every mountain.
And she likes to sit in gravel driveways.
She's not really. No, that's not fat. Now,
I
come
don't know
on,
about that.
Jimmy.
Show me the picture.
Fat is like not even proportionate to me.
I like
She's
skinny white
proportionate.
chicks with no ass. That's
I know.
fat to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
no
still
ass?
call them
You
fat.
don't like no ass?
I'd
You like the
I'd
no
rather an ass.
But you're okay with
He
it.
like
When
he
they got-
like
when
80s fucking hot.
Ironing
Yeah, when
board
they got
butt.
that
You're
fucking
telling me
bleach
like
blonde hair. Any chick with
Wisconsin
bleach
ass?
blonde hair doesn't have a fucking nice ass.
If you ever saw
Minnesota ass?
Singled Out, the TV show on MTV, every girl in the audience, that nigga would fuck.
him.
Yeah. That's my audience.
Florentine.
My fucking, I got to play to my crowd.
He's got
Wow.
a Daytona Beach crowd, money.
Yeah.
She's fat, man. If you find that sexy,
She's
that's
heavier.
okay. I
She's
don't
heavier.
care. Ah, come on.
I
Plus,
think she's
fat
wonderful.
just sounds derogatory.
I want to live with her
To
in a
who?
compound.
To
Fat
who?
people.
You would think she's fat if she's sitting next to you on a plane.
No, I think she's bigger, but I still try to smash though.
But
I would smash.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because she's got a good face.
Yeah.
So you would, but
she's
I'm,
She got a
she's
fat
got a nice
ass, too.
face.
Big titties.
Bro, you would think you were
it's
on
going to be a little
waterbed.
sloppy
I'm
naked,
telling
though.
you,
You
fine.
think it's gonna spill everywhere?
It's going to be a little sloppy.
Put up
Take
some
a little
scaffolding.
spill. Ain't nothing wrong with a little Exxon Valdez every now and again.
Take the shower curtain. Take the shower curtain down. Rub some baby oil on it.
She makes her own feta.
Come on.
You're gonna get in trouble for that. That was you.
Why am I getting in
That was all
trouble?
him.
It's all like
She's
Jameson.
got a great life and she makes a lot of money, but she
Right.
But you're allowed to say she's fat.
She's not
I
fat.
don't,
She's
I don't
heavier.
hate her or
She's not
anything
fat.
like that.
There was a girl about that size in a bar a couple weeks ago. Me and Jameson were hanging out, and he just goes, "Would you?" And I looked at it, I go, "I'd rather not." And that's what I said. I'd rather not. I
But
mean, I
you would,
will,
though.
but I'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'd rather not.
And I'm
I think
sure
most
she's
of the times
looked at
I get laid
me.
is rather not.
What's that?
I think most of the times I got laid is rather not.
Yeah, you'd rather not.
But I'm like, I'm here.
Right.
Might as well.
My train don't come for the
Right. Don't cost nothing.
And the other side of that, if Ashley Graham was in this bar right now, Gebhard's on the Upper West Side here in
Right.
Manhattan,
We'd all
in
be
New York
fucking
City,
striving
she would
to
beat
talk
the
to her.
shit out of each other,
Yeah.
out of us
I
behind
would-
our backs.
I would
She would
love
have
her, though.
something to say about every one of us.
Oh, yeah, she would. Probably.
That's just human nature.
Yeah,
She's fat.
No, she's not fat.
She's not fat.
She's not
I wouldn't
fat.
use fat as describing her.
Well, what girl would you
Oh.
consider fat then? Or what person would you consider fat?
The chick who played Precious.
Okay. She's okay. She's
Gabby
fat.
And I love her. I love
Gabby
Gabby.
D,
I love
CDB.
Gabby.
She's
right.
But she, to me, that's fat.
She's fatter.
But she's not proportioned.
Okay, right. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? At least this girl got tits up here. You
Yeah.
can see her waist. You see her ass.
Would you do Gabby?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're crazy.
Now, is it because she's
man.
famous or just
Of course, she's a nice girl, and I know she probably needs some good dick.
what if she was just a girl walking down the street? She wasn't.
No.
No.
Because I have to know her. I actually know her, so I met her. She's a sweet girl.
She lost a lot of weight
Yeah.
too. I
She
heard.
did lose a lot of weight. That's why she ain't working no more.
I
Be the
talk
fat
myself
girl
in-
we want.
Yeah. I can talk myself into liking you real quick. It doesn't usually take me too long to find. I think there's some interesting qualities here.
I can remember the James Brown documentary. Did you see the tour bus?
Yes.
Nigga. When he said he had some bitches and they'd be like this, well, you brought her here? He'd be like this, I just brought her for the gumbo.
Wait, what?
Remember that gumbo she used to make?
James
What's
Brown.
this?
Watch what's it? Road fuck.
Yeah, what's it called? God damn it.
Another
Give me a second.
documentary?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it's art, it's animation. It's a tour bus. It's stories from the road.
Yes. And they animate the whole.
And they animate the whole.
wow.
It's
That
it's
sounds
2
great.
seasons, nigga. You're gonna love it.
Is it on Netflix?
It's by what's his name from King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Greg Daniels and Mike Judge.
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge.
Really?
He
Yeah, Mike
documents.
Judge.
He does the whole thing. It's his production.
Is it a new show?
You're gonna love it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Mike
out for a
Judge was
while,
in-
right?
It's been
About
out
a
for
year.
Tales from the Road.
Yeah, it's been out for a little bit.
Season 2 was soul music. Season 1 was country money. It's the best stories.
Did I
Buddy,
have
I
Chuck
can't
Berry when
wait.
he's
Oh,
watching
they had-
girls
they-
shit?
oh, they
I want to
had
see
a-
that animated.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
What's the worst one they do?
They do James Brown.
What
They
happened to
do-
James Brown?
Oh, they show everything. Him being hard. They do Bootsy Collins because Bootsy was in a James
Hey,
Brown. one of
Bobble.
his.
Yeah,
and they do
Bootsy.
live interviews with everybody in it. They did fucking what's the country ones they did? Oh my god, I love it so much.
Oh, they did George Jones, I think.
George
Yeah, they did
Jones?
George Jones. And,
With that motherfucker drunk on his fucking
Yeah, on the
John
lawnmower.
Deere.
Yeah, on the lawnmower.
This dude, his
George
wife took
Jones'
his
wife-
keys and said, "You ain't drinking no more."
Yeah.
He's like, "Bitch." He got his fucking
George
lawnmower
Jones' wife took his car keys
and
from him.
drove
Right.
that
He's
shit
gonna go to
on
the
a
liquor
regular
store.
highway.
He got on the riding lawnmower and drove the riding lawnmower to the fucking.
She
George
got know how to
Jones.
call
Yes.
the cops and was like, "There go that son, bitch."
My favorite.
One time he did it with a horse.
Johnny Paycheck got pulled over for driving south on the
gotta
north
watch
side of the interstate.
Wow.
He went the wrong way, and he had a big giant bag of Coke in the back of the car. And they got him for the DUI, and he got in trouble for going the wrong way on the interstate. He beat the cocaine charge because it was a rental car.
No
And
kidding.
he literally, the lawyer's like, Your Honor, you're going to have to talk to the fine people at Hertz.
Because he
My
said that
client-
someone left it in
Yeah,
there.
my client, I didn't look in the back seat when I got in that car and pulled off the fucking.
Honey, do yourself a favor and watch both seasons.
I'm in.
Nah, it's good.
You're gonna
It's
love
good.
it?
It's good.
I am
It's
so
the
in.
best.
Did you you saw the Sam Cooke documentary,
Oh
right?
yeah, I
did.
saw
It's
that. I
wonderful.
saw that. It was great.
So fucking
You
good.
don't think there's a conspiracy with his death, do you?
Yes, I do. I always thought that. My
Why?
mother thought it when she was alive.
That was a hooker story going wrong, is what they're saying. But, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it
At
seems
the
to
same,
me.
well, at the same time, he was very
I
outspoken.
know he had some shit going
He
was
on.
was very
outspoken.
outspoken. He was
I know he was
extremely
outspoken. I know the record company, all that shit was going on. But it seems like he was picking up a hooker and it went wrong.
That's what they're selling it. So who knows?
What's
your- what's
your thought on it?
The Mr.
I didn't say
Rogers,
there was
the
too much
Mr.
going on
Rogers
with it.
documentary.
And how old was he? When he-
33.
Yeah,
Something like
32.
that.
32, I think.
He got a lot accomplished early.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
He had the number one record in the country like 19 or some shit. And that's after being in the music business for a year or some shit.
But I like the Mr. Rogers documentary. Back to civil rights here.
Yeah.
When the black people were trying to swim in white pools in the
yeah.
South,
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers did an episode of his show where the mailman comes in and he's a black guy, and Mr. Rogers washes his feet for him in a little kiddie pool.
Oh my God.
Just to be so subtle about taking a stand on the white swimming pool thing.
I
comes
have
walking
to
in.
see that. Was in the
It's
documentary?
in the Mr. Rogers documentary. Little jabs like that. Mr. Rogers used to do little subtle,
Yeah.
without coming out and making a big goddamn speech about
Right.
it. He just washed the black man's feet in a kiddie pool on national television,
Yeah.
in like 1969.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's wonderful.
Dude, I
It's so
love
fucking good. No,
I
it's
love
real.
documentaries. I fell asleep.
Yeah, everybody was bored by it. I'm the only
I
one
was
that likes
kind of
it.
bored by that one.
No, everybody
I
likes it.
gotta give it another try.
I like it more than everybody else does.
but he took up
Because
some
it's a-
heavy
it's-
social issues.
Yes,
Yeah.
3 or 4
He
things
really
he
did.
did were just the tiniest little fucking
Yeah,
fuck
little
you.
digs.
from
he
a
was-
Christian man.
Good for him.
From a Christian
And he
man.
was gay, right?
No, he wasn't gay and he wasn't a Navy SEAL.
No.
There was nothing against
Navy
all
SEAL?
Everybody's like, he was a sniper. Like, he had to wear
Really?
the sweaters because he was tattooed. No, bullshit.
I had never heard that.
No, he's just a real good old guy that's a minister. Nobody even
But yeah,
really
he
knew he was a
wasn't gay.
minister. No, he wasn't gay and he didn't fucking do
I-
anything.
He was around when, he was at the same time for us as like Ed Koch.
I appreciated the. Well, that's a
and that
whole
was like
other-
that kind of
that's a
gay.
whole other- That's a whole other. Right.
I was like, is he Ed Koch gay or is he?
I was Ed Koch
We
had a
just weren't
boy.
allowed to say it.
Yeah, Ed Koch
Are
had a
you
little.
kidding me?
Ed Koch had the boy
yeah.
apartment down.
Ed
He had
Koch
the-
was
he had
gay.
the apartment.
Oh, he had the
downtown.
apartment
Yeah,
right
he had
by the cellar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right
absolutely.
across from Washington
Yeah.
Square Park.
Everybody
Oh,
knew
he
it.
was gay.
He was a great mayor.
He had a long time
Right?
companion.
I don't know if do I line up with him politically?
He was
I'm trying
okay
to
when he was
remember
mayor
the
for
stuff he
11
did.
years.
Yeah.
How am I doing? He used to always say that nonsense.
Yeah, there's a great documentary on Ed Koch.
New
I
York was
saw
going through a lot,
a
though,
few
but it was
years
going through a
ago.
lot before that, too. Before him. He made some big changes in the city, but
Yeah,
the
he
city was
did.
brutal back then.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, it was awful. I got out at 86th Street back then, and it smelled like piss and shit and weed, and there was a cop on a horse.
Yeah.
At 86th Street and Lexington Avenue, there was a policeman on a fucking horse.
Wow.
People could smoke dope. You walk around smoking dope because the cops, somebody's murdering somebody
Yeah,
4 blocks this way. We don't care if you're
They
rolling
had bigger
one.
problems to worry
Yeah.
about. Well, this whole area right here,
Right.
looking for Mr. Goodbar.
Oh, it was.
It's right down, right there.
No shit.
It's about a half a block away from here.
What's Mr. Goodbar?
What was
That
it?
Diane Keaton, Richard Gere movie. Wasn't it Richard
Oh.
Gere? Diane Keaton.
Yeah,
Diane Keaton.
But the actual bar it's based on
Yeah, it's right down the
is maybe 2 minutes
When
from
it was
here.
rough in the city.
Not Richard Gere. Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton.
What was
for
that
sure.
story about again?
She was like a regular person, but at night she would go around and be a big old hoe
Oh,
all
in the
around
city.
town. That's basically
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
She was like a.
But it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
The actual bar is right down the street from here. So
Please watch Tales from the Tour Bus.
I can't
Because I want
wait.
to talk to you about it.
I want to blow this off and go
Please watch every episode.
I'm stealing your
Season
tequila.
1 is country. Season 2 is soul music.
I get excited when
Dude.
I get
I'm
excited
stealing
when
your tequila.
Because Mike Judge is a real fan
Yeah,
of
Mike
it.
Judge
is
He's
fucking-
a big
yeah.
fan of his music, so that's why he really went in and fucking made
you
it.
watch
He did a great job.
you watch Murder Mountain on
No.
Netflix.
No.
Oh,
About
the weed thing.
The whole weed thing in California.
No.
Oh man.
Oh.
Potheads get angry.
What happened?
Ooh.
Well, first of all, it's like I think it's 5 parts, and it could easily have been 2 or 3. They slow that shit down and stretch it out. But it's a whole area in California where the whole pot industry started
Right,
with the
Northern
hippies
California.
after
Humboldt
Woodstock,
County.
basically,
Yeah.
and they basically ran their own town, and everyone was cool with it, more or less.
Right.
And then where they were situated, the local authorities couldn't get up there in the mountains because they had their own rules up there.
Right.
And then fast forward a bunch of years, the pot industry turned into the scary gangsters and
Right.
people coming from Mexico and all these other places. And it wasn't that free love, hippie loving pot thing anymore.
Right.
And it's known for a lot of missing persons.
I believe that.
It's Humboldt, right?
Yeah,
Humboldt
County.
County.
Humboldt County. Yeah, he
Humboldt
turned me. He turned
County.
me onto this. Yeah, that's really good.
It's great.
It is long. It could
It's
be
long,
shorter.
but it tells
could
you
be.
the whole history of the pot industry in that
I'm
area.
interested in that, yeah.
And it's really, really good. And then, like, when they legalized pot, how all those farmers got fucked, basically. They liked it better when it wasn't legal.
I
believe it or
believe
not.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were taxing the shit out of everything and controlling everything, and they just couldn't make a living anymore.
Yeah, now you gotta grow pot just to fucking pay for your land.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you do.
Pretty much. So.
What are we doing?
Game it is.
Huh?
What are we doing? I'm freezing.
Are you cold? You
I'm,
want to coat?
I'm gonna put my coat on. No, it's over here. I'm gonna put my coat
All
on.
right. Go
I'm
grab
having
your
smoke
coat.
it.
I'm going outside and have a smoke with him.
All right, let's why don't we take a little break? You guys want to continue? Sherrod, you in for a little more? All right, we're gonna figure it out. Joey, take it away.
You got it.
You got time.
Okay, I'm taking it away, but just for a second. We'll be back with the conclusion of our boys at Gebhard's in New York City, but first, Gregg and Mikey the Cop will tell you about Robin Hood.
Oh, Robinhood. What's up, Robinhood? I love these guys, man. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission free. That's important, all commission free. They strive to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy. Non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers to invest for the first time with true confidence. Simple and intuitive, clear design with data presented in an easy-to-digest way. I love the Robinhood, man. I've been fooling around with it, Mikey. Have you tried the Robinhood app yet?
Not yet.
What is wrong with you? You got to try it for real. You know, you fool around with some investing there, Mikey. You don't have to go too crazy with it. I'll say this much about the Robinhood app. It's very, very easy to use, Mike. You really got to give it a try. And let's not forget, other brokerages charge up to $10 for every trade, but Robinhood doesn't charge commission fees. Trade stocks and keep all of your profits. Oh, yeah. Easy to understand charts and market data. Place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone. You can do that while you're commuting home on the train or something, man. Right?
I'm going to do it today.
All right, please do, Mike. Robinhood web platform also lets you view stock collections, 100 most popular sectors like entertainment and social media, and curated categories like female CEOs and analyst ratings of buy, hold, sell for every stock. This is what's cool, too, about Robinhood. Learn how to invest as you build your portfolio. Discover new stocks and track favorite companies with personalized news feeds, custom notifications for price movements so you never miss the right moment to invest. Robinhood is giving listeners a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at OpieRadio.Robinhood.com. That's OpieRadio.Robinhood.com. That's OpieRadio.Robinhood.com.
Opie Radio.
We are back with the Opie Radio podcast live from Gebhard's on the Upper West Side in New York City with Vic Henley, Sherrod Small, and Jim Florentine, who's just been killing it.
Mr. Jim Florentine.
Mr. Jim Florentine
There
to
we
you.
go.
That's right. During the break or whatever, I mean, to the people listening to this podcast, it was a minute break, but for us, it was about a half hour because people had to do their thing. Sherrod's talking about the Walt Disney
Yes.
documentary.
Oh, I loved it, roommate. Loved it.
Yeah. He's still, and Sherrod's still showing pictures. Let's just put it that way.
That's a roommate.
I understand.
That's fine.
That's amazing. but-
Absolutely.
yeah.
He's on a cultural exchange program. That's the way I know to
Phenomenal.
describe it.
Where are you when I'm trying to hang out, Jim?
Look, I tell Sherrod he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And if it's up to me, I waive the 5-year rule. He goes right in. He goes right in.
Oh, wow.
Goes right in.
Straight in.
Yeah.
Straight in.
Don't even wait 5 years.
From the dugout to Cooperstown.
Yeah, he just can't come back because then it make me look bad.
True, okay.
That he's going to
All
come
right.
back and try to be a player again.
You should no slouch yourself, though. You're no slouch yourself.
You should make baseball cards with those pictures. with the stats. Anyway,
yeah.
Black people spilling shit.
They out here, Jimmy.
No, I know.
Jimmy. Florentine. And they hungry for it.
What's going
Yeah,
These
on?
young girls are hungry. Like, they scare me.
What's going on here, boys?
Let's talk about stuff.
No, I understand that, but what's going on with Jimmy?
No, yeah, he's saying. No, I know it's just tough. I'm in Jersey. I got a kid.
I
so
hear this
gotta,
hot girl, though. Vic, we was talking about it more outside. That hot girl you just waved off in
Down in Tennessee. The one
Tennessee.
we're back to the Tennessee.
Wait,
You
Jimmy-
told me
Yeah.
how hot she was. She was a hottie.
Good looking woman.
Yeah, she was.
Are you-
But I was married at the time.
Yeah,
I
no,
wasn't
that's
gonna
why,
do it.
no, remember that's what I said. That
Yeah.
was just. That
We're
was
talking
just
about
that.
today, though. Are you on the injured list?
Yeah, no, it's Me Too shit is fucking me up. I don't know.
Oh, really?
It's like the dead ball era. My numbers are down. It's the dead ball era. They did something to the baseball. They fucking fuck with the stitching.
There's no more corks in the bat?
No, yeah, I need that. I need the fucking Sammy Sosa back.
That's under 30s, though. As long as you stay above 30, 35, you good.
Yeah, I don't know. They're still, I'm having a tough time.
Nigga, some of these women are so aggressive.
Adjusting.
I'm on Me Too them.
They're aggressive.
Reverse Me Too.
What do you mean by aggressive? What's up?
They know what they want. OP.
Yeah?
These girls don't talk. They don't like. It's no beating around the bush no more. They got apps. They got apps that's easier to get to the dick.
It is, but I don't know. It'd be easier at a comedy show. I think it's tougher. Like, I'd always meet him at a comedy show. You
Right.
can meet him walking down the street or in the subway. You're good. Like, you're a great opener.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody better.
I go say,
than
hey.
just starting a conversation.
I say, hey, I'm Godfrey. What you up to?
They're like, I already fucked you, Godfrey. Like, I forgot.
Time for part two.
I got a young nephew, and he had this girlfriend for a few years.
Uh-oh.
Did
And
you
they
just say young nephew?
Young nephew.
Okay.
Like freshman in college.
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
sorry.
And he had this girlfriend for a few years. They broke up. Stupid me. I feel bad for my young nephew. He goes, "Oh, you stupid uncle," and then basically said, "Apps."
Yeah, he's ready
He's
to.
never been happier.
I believe it.
Could you imagine if we had that shit when we were growing? Oh my!
We wouldn't even know
Good
each other.
God.
We would be
Good
buried in our
God.
houses,
Right.
apping the fuck out.
Thank you.
We had to put in
Correct.
the work.
Unless you swipe on us, nigga, we wouldn't even know each other.
We had to put in the work.
Oh, yeah.
Old
These
school.
kids are just sitting around, just swiping all fucking day,
Yeah.
and that's it. Oh my God!
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
But he looked at me like
Yeah, he's
he
not.
was
heartbroken.
basically telling me how stupid he was.
I
that he
don't like
actually-
the. I like the hard work myself. Don't you like the?
Yeah, I'm
No.
old fashioned.
Mike's shaking his head. It's not.
Just
no.
like people
Mike's
smoke the
saying, no,
pipes.
no,
People smoke the pipes.
Yeah,
They're like, I
exactly.
want to roll it.
No, exactly.
I'd rather roll.
Absolutely.
Let me roll.
Totally. Right.
Really? You don't go vape?
I don't go vape. I
I'm
don't go
old
apps.
school. I still got a one hitter from 1972.
You want to like go through the whole
Rigmarole.
Yeah. So you were talking about the Walt Disney documentary.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Which one? Because there's so
It
many.
was, I think it was Netflix. This one I watched.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it just explained a lot of things about him that I didn't know. how he tried to, the unions went up against him.
Yeah.
Because he was underpaying some of his employees. But I think that's where the whole anti-Semitic thing came from, because it's not a true thing.
Right.
From what I got from the documentaries.
He's not frozen and he wasn't anti-Semitic.
Yeah, they showed
That's bullshit.
Jewish employees of his, writers and illustrators who was like, I don't even know where that story came from. Another black dude who worked for him is like, he gave my job. Yeah, he did.
You know that Disney's had it and they're getting rid of Walt?
Oh, yeah.
They finally had it. It's like, you guys suck. So they're removing Walt from all their signage.
Disney.
Oh, well, they can't fuck with that.
Which they've been doing
obviously,
forever.
Because that there's such a value to the word Disney. They can't fuck with that, but they're slowly but surely taking Walt off everything.
But they still have the museum in California, though. So, his history is still going to be preserved.
What happened with Walt wear blackface one time? Is that what they're taking him down?
Mickey Mouse is all blackface.
Mickey Mouse, same thing.
He's the original blackface.
After Walt died, the family didn't really get along with the new Disney people, right? You know that.
Oh, what?
They didn't get along with the new
The people
Disney
who took over the company. But his family was kind of sloppy after his death, too, with the company.
Yeah, but they set the whole fucking thing up, man.
Yeah, he set it off.
The best part about
he died before Epcot.
I saw one documentary where they started buying up all the swampland in Florida.
Yeah.
And really cheap because the people down there were like, "Who the fuck? Yeah, you can have this shit."
Kissimmee, Florida,
right?
Yeah.
And he was buying it secretly because he knew if the word got out, then forget it, that land would go through the roof.
Oh yeah.
And then it finally got out, and then everyone else jumped on board and started buying everything they can around that area.
Right.
And the rest is history with Disney World.
But
obviously.
he bought so much before they got caught on.
Right.
Disney, and he died before it opened.
I finally went to Disney. It's a creepy fucking place, man.
Which one?
You don't really see workers walking around. You
No,
don't
it's
see.
all
They got the
under.
tunnels.
No,
They
I
have the
understand
tunnels.
that.
Yeah.
You don't see garbage. Disney World itself is on the second story of a building.
You're talking Florida.
You're talking about Florida.
I went,
Yeah.
World.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, World
Yeah.
is Florida.
World, they designed that place so you won't see any of that shit.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's a two-story building.
It's
People
supposed to
don't
be a
understand
city.
that.
It's supposed to be a city to itself.
We hired a tour guide, and he said, "Oh, I don't remember anymore." But he said something like 10 or 15,000 people were underground at that very moment.
Yeah.
Running the whole fucking place.
Yeah.
And the garbage cans all have like a vacuum system, so you don't see garbage piling up with the yellow jackets, trying to get a sip of your dumb soda you threw away.
They just take it right down.
Right. He was telling me some stories.
It was built like a city to itself. Like it's supposed to be like people living there and people coming there for amusement parks and vacation.
But I kind of liked it. I was dreading going there with the family, but we're going back.
It's
I
a city
think
from the
I
future.
liked it, man.
Did you do something extra over the top because you're rich? Did you pay for like
What you do?
Cinderella?
You bought slaves?
Yeah.
No, we.
Did Cinderella feed Huddy a hot dog?
Oh, we did all that shit.
Cinderella, crawl for me. I want you to crawl.
Right.
Crawl, bitch. Crawl.
My daughter rules because we did the princess breakfast,
See?
and she was like telling my wife she ain't wearing that fucking tiara and she ain't doing the fucking parade.
So you want to do that?
Oh, really?
She's like me.
That's fucking wonderful.
She liked it to a point, but like I ain't
then
wearing the
enough of
fucking
this
tiara.
fucking bullshit.
Right. And then she wanted to wear blue, and the other little snobby bitches from the rest of the country were like, "Mommy, why is that little girl wearing blue?" And I'm like, "You wear fucking blue.
Yeah,
That's right. Be
than those
different."
other- Yeah, hell yeah.
And they tried to put a tiara on her head, and she was like, "Fuck that." And then like, "Well, get in line for the parade. Now we do a little parade in the area." She's like, "No, I'm good. I had my stupid Mickey Mouse pancakes, and I'm ready to move on."
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
No, she's more like me than my
In
son.
the old Hughes family.
Yeah, she's more.
Yeah.
My son has some of my traits, but my daughter, she don't play. I'm in trouble.
That's great. You ain't
How
got to
old
worry
is
about
she?
her then. You ain't got to worry about
She's
her.
now 6.
Wow.
Yeah, she had to get a strep test today, and she wasn't having
For
it.
school?
No, she's
Don't
sick
they
with
just
something.
swab?
It turns out it's nothing, but they had to do the strep test.
And they go all the way down
Oh,
your
we
throat?
gotta hold her down like they would have to hold me down. And she's like, "Fuck all of you."
Oh, really?
Are they digging her throat?
No, they just take a.
Oh, they swab.
They got to
They
go all
swab
the way
your
to the
throat.
back.
But
though.
they
they
go
have-
all the way to the back of your throat.
But they give you a little gag action.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Fuck that, man."
Stinks.
And I'm trying to explain to her it's easier if you just give in. And she's like, "No,
It's like, nigga, that sounds like a rape.
I ain't giving in."
Yeah, wait till college for that.
It's like I'm gonna hashtag you and this motherfucking doctor.
So I kind of got to be her father. So I'm like, no, it's,
Kinda.
you know what I mean. But I'm like, I'm sitting.
He's waiting for the test results.
Right, still not sure.
I'll explain though. What I mean by that is like, I'm trying to tell her like it's easier, like you fighting and all, you're making it worse for yourself.
Right.
Just deal with it. Unfortunately, we got to find out if you have strep. And she's like not having it. And as a parent, you want to be. That's where the kind of comes in. I'm like, I want to be strict about it. And go, no, you got. But now I'm turning my head, laughing like, yeah, that's what I would do too.
He was already fucking
I'm
your
not
own
going
show.
down easy. Man. I'm not going down easy.
You're gonna have to hold their ankles and stuff.
What else about the Walt Disney documentary?
I just liked all the information in it. I just found out a lot of information about that motherfucker that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And
he died.
he was
early.
hungry. He
How
died
old was he?
early.
He
50 something?
Oh, yeah.
He looked like he was 80, but he
He
died of
aged-
lung cancer like late. What?
57.
67.
67.
What did he make it to
But
67?
the last 2-3 years of his life, when they showed him like he was just deteriorating, and
yeah.
he looked sunken,
Yeah.
and people was like fucking taken aback when they went to go visit him in that fucking house or hospital he was in Cali.
Right.
But yeah, it was
I used to like him at the beginning of the show every week where he would talk
Yes.
to you for a couple seconds.
I remember they used to
always
play the
thought that's
reruns.
Right. I hated my grandfather. This was a fake grandfather.
Yeah.
I could really enjoy
You
it.
hated your grandfather?
Oh, yeah. My papa was a pile of shit.
Wait,
don't
I
care
know
about-
your father
The
was-
racist. The racist. My mom's
I,
dad.
I kind of liked him.
You know the stuff.
Wait, what?
Wait, the racist? He seemed cool to me.
I want to hear Vic Henley's story because his growing up stories are. I
Rough.
knew your
Oh,
biological dad was a little rough.
Yeah, but now his dad was okay. But
It's
my
your mama's
my
dad.
mom's dad,
Right.
Claude Flint,
Oh my God!
whose brothers were Homer, Jake, and Boyd.
Oh, they chased some black people.
Oh,
They
boy,
did.
did they.
They did.
Lord have mercy.
Oh,
As you
boy,
said
did
it, I was
they.
like this. What?
No, I have things in my show that I talk about.
Boy, did
But,
they.
right. I would
Boy.
take
You can't defend those names.
Those names in the South?
Homer, Jake, and Boyd. Right, Claude Flint. Yeah, he was awful.
They retired those names.
Is that the Flint boys?
No, they're
What's
just
the last?
Flint.
Flint.
Yeah, but he
Flint's.
changed it to it was FL. He made it FLINT. It was supposed to be FLYNT, but the first time he got a job, they spelled it wrong on his first
And he kept
paycheck,
it?
and because he didn't want to ruffle feathers, he
It's
wanted to
like,
get
that's
that
my
fucking money.
paycheck. Whatever they
he
call
was-
me is what my name
first
is.
paycheck ever, and so they've
Wow,
changed from
that's white
YNT
trash.
to INT because he didn't want to fucking ruffle any feathers. But yeah, he was a pile of shit. He lived in '99, and he always called me Dick or Dictor. He wouldn't call me Vic or Victor.
Where'd your mother fit into the...
She's the middle. There was 5 of them. So
Five.
I had an
Boy,
Uncle
boy?
William, I had an Uncle William and Aunt Frances, then my mom, and then
Boy,
an
boy.
uncle and a girl.
Oh,
Right,
another
so,
girl.
yeah,
Shit, they
yeah.
mixed it up.
So, but she would, she liked him and had to kind of take care of him. But he was just, he said anything horrible you would ever imagine.
Like
Your
what,
entire-
Vic?
Just like if I would bring my black friends over here, why are you bringing niggers in the house? Just
We
shit
need
like that.
T-shirts.
Shit like that. Exactly that.
You asked.
I
asked
wanted to
me, I
hear
fucking
it. I
told
wanted
you.
it.
All right, no, I
I said T-shirts.
So what'd you say
Sounds like race
when he
horse
said
T-shirts.
that?
I would go because he's my friend. Fuck you. You know, I was always telling him I would purposely. By the time I was a senior in high school, he was about 98, and I would just take my black friends over to his house and fucking make him hug him just to make him uncomfortable. I would make a big room in there. I'm like, that he's gonna call you the N-word,
Right.
and as soon as he does, fucking give him a wet willy, hump his leg, touch him, because he was on a walker. He couldn't fucking move without the walker. And I'm like,
He's like, oh, no, nigga
yeah, and
hugs.
he fucking hated it. He despised. I did it to him for about 3 or 4 months. Where every black people that I didn't even know in my high school that well would come up to me and go, "Please take me up there and let me hug the racist. Please,
You're racist.
please, please
Oh
let me
my
hug him."
God,
No,
really?
and everybody knew. My mom had no idea this was going on.
Oh.
And it was just like a game that I taunted him with for a few months, and then he finally started. I'm like, if you stop saying the N-word and call me Vic, then I'll stop bringing my black friends over here to hug you.
Yeah.
And he called my mom one day. He goes, "Tell Vic it's okay to bring the black kids up here." And
Ah.
I'm like, "Holy shit, it worked!" But I hammered him for about 3 months.
gave in
Broke
at
him
the
down.
end.
He
He was
finally
like, I
caved
miss
in.
those black hugs.
Well,
Right.
he was.
What happened to black hugs always got when
He just wanted somebody to come see
when Lil
him.
Vic came around?
Right. He was willing to suspend the racism just for a visitor
That's right.
at 99.
I'm glad you came to come see me, nigga.
98.
Oh, he's a sweet.
99.
99 still doing that.
10 days short of being 100. 10 days short of being 100.
You
what
don't
the
stop it
hell?
at 99. If you're doing it at 89, you're doing it at 99.
He died on Christmas Day. He liked
Oh my
Christmas.
God! 10 days before 100 on Christmas
But he was a big
Day?
old. It was a
That's
big old,
God going. You know what? I'm gonna make this fucking hurt.
He liked it.
I'm gonna make your death hurt.
My mother went over there to see him that morning, and they're having the Christmas party at 9:30 in the morning
Yeah,
because
for
it's the
him,
old folks
yeah.
home, and he was in his wheelchair, and he was out there wheelchair dancing. He's a big cheese ball for the Christmas music. And oddly enough,
That's how my mom
he
was.
liked Chuck Berry.
He
So,
like peeing on
he
girls.
liked Run Rudolph. He liked Run Rudolph.
Oh my God.
So they're out there, and hell, he was probably 40 when Run Rudolph came
Sure.
out, or 30. But so he's out there and he's dancing around. My mom saw him. She said, "All right, I'll come back and check on you later." And he rolled it back and got in the bed and went, "All right, wake me up for lunch," and laid down and didn't get up.
And that was it.
That was it. 99.
That's a good way to go
So
out.
not too bad.
That's a
Little
good way to go
Run
out.
Rudolph at the old folks home.
Yes.
They
Not a
almost,
bad
had,
way.
now, all right, they almost had to throw him out of the old folks home because
Oh boy. Here
as
we
soon as
go.
no, nothing racist. Just,
No, I'm going
just,
sexual.
Just absolutely. Just grab ass in nurses, underskirts, and just he's in there for 2 weeks. And I was home for something. I asked my mom, I'm like, she goes, "I got to go down here with your Uncle Junior and talk to him about Daddy." I'm like, what's Papa doing? Well, apparently he thinks it's okay every time a nurse turns his back that he can just grab him on the butthole and put his thumb.
Thumb in the butt?
Yeah, so any of
Oh,
it.
he
just-
went straight
he's
thumb in
Yeah,
the
full
good
butt.
for
on.
him.
You know,
He is a Henley.
so they had to go down there and yell at him. They had to go down there and yell at him, like, cut the shit. There's only one nursing home in our town. We can't
Right,
send you
can't send
anywhere
nowhere
else.
else, right.
You ain't living with me. You ain't living with him.
Where-
You're fucked. Quit grab ass in the nurse.
The nurses should have been understanding. He's an old man.
That's what
I'll
I'm
grab
thinking.
your
Were the
ass, you
nurses
bitch.
really that bothered?
Well, enough till they made my mom and my uncle go.
If
yell
If
at
he's
him,
going
I mean,
finger in a butthole,
something,
though,
maybe he's trying. He thought he was, he
getting a little squeeze is one thing as a 99-year-old man. But
and he was insane. All the one tick that he had that was like an old person thing was he combed his hair all day long because he still had a full head of hair at 99, a big old thick good old Elvis hair, and he would just comb his hair all day. He'd lick his comb with his mouth. Comb his hair
you
all
sound
day
like the
long.
blackest person I've ever heard of.
It's the weirdest, craziest, the craziest fucking thing. My mother would have to go to Kmart.
He's just putting lotion on
No,
all day.
it's ashy. He's a little ashy.
I don't know. I'm just
Lotion,
taking,
Opie.
I'm just taking your lead.
Go for the blackface.
You boys love your lotion. I don't know.
I dropped my weapon.
What happened?
Somebody dropped their phone.
Oh, someone's gun fell.
The owner.
Yeah, gun fell on the floor. Can't say that
I want
on
to
the mic.
thank Matt from Gebhard's for having us once again, by the
Yes.
way. Fucking
Great
just
place.
crushing it.
Just gave me a
Amazing
tequila.
tacos.
Thank you, Matt.
The food's
Wait,
awesome
that's
here.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
You slammed some tacos earlier.
You did?
Nice.
Yeah,
You
please.
had some tacos?
Yeah.
And fans of the podcast are starting to fucking come here and hang out.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
come through here.
Yeah, come through and
The
check it out.
knockwurst is outstanding. That's
It's
a
on,
damn fine sausage
It's on
sandwich.
72nd Street
It's
here.
not-
Get this Sherrod
Gone.
sandwich. I got my
We
own
got rid of
sandwich
the
here,
knockwurst?
Opie. You ain't know that?
All right, no
Nah,
more
I got my
knockwurst.
own sandwich here. It's 2 steakums on a Kaiser roll. That's sell out in this motherfucker.
Oh, you kept that safe.
He did. That
2
could've gone
steakums on a Kaiser roll.
Oh, I wanted to go with that bit. for a
Extra
while,
Velveeta
but-
cheese.
That's a Beck song, isn't it? I got two. I got 2 steakums on it. Sorry.
On a
I was trying to do 2 turntables in a
I know.
microphone.
We're with
I
you.
couldn't make it work.
2 steakums on a Kaiser roll.
Before we
This
lose
is
Florentine, I
destination.
want to talk about Crank Yankers is coming back.
Oh, that's right. I heard
No
about
shit,
that.
really,
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah.
Eminem's favorite show.
Yeah, it's
He
coming
love
back.
you, nigga.
I didn't even know it was coming back. My friend told me. He's like,
oh my
like
god!
they didn't even get in
They're
contact
not
with
using
me.
you.
I know. I heard through the grapevine they are.
They
Okay.
have to.
That's all I've heard.
They have to.
So we'll see. I mean, I don't know who. Tracy was on the show. Tracy Morgan, Wanda
He
Sykes,
was great,
Jimmy
yeah.
Kimmel, Adam Carolla, Sarah Silverman.
Hooray!
Nick wasn't Nick. Didn't I think Nick? Maybe not Nick. DePaulo.
Nick-
Didn't
I don't think so.
All right.
No.
No, maybe.
But those are like the main character guys.
Are they bringing the original?
Nobody was
Cast
better
back,
than
or-
Florentine on there.
Well, special
That's number
ed.
10.
Oh, he made the fucking show.
Nobody were better-
He made the
nobody's better than
goddamn
you.
show. There is no Crank Yankers
I agree.
without Mr. Jim
I
Florentine.
agree. I agree.
Here's the question: I'll leave Florentine out of it. Can you bring special ed back in 2019?
You have to.
on Comedy Central.
You just
Like
call him.
Comedy Central?
Ah, ooh, nice
You gotta call him
question.
something else, Ed. Equal Ed.
injured ed.
Injured
Right,
Ed.
yeah.
Not
Instead of
disabled, Ed.
Yeah.
Not disabled, Ed.
Injured ed.
Yeah, you can't say
Can
special
they?
ed.
So that I mean, come on, Crank Yankers without special ed?
You
You
can't
gotta
have
do
it.
You gotta do it.
You can't have it.
I don't
Remember
like-
when Eminem tried to beat up the Muppet at the
Yeah, at the Music Awards.
Music Awards? Tell
Yeah.
them the story of that.
I was right under the podium when that shit went
Wait,
down.
what happened again?
Yes.
We did
Oh,
the
this is a
Music Awards
classic.
in 2004, me and Eminem, where he beat up special ed. Like,
He really beat it up
No,
too.
it's,
Yeah.
it's worth YouTube.
yeah, well, yeah, it's on YouTube. Yeah, he, because I guess the year before, what's that guy? The
Sasha.
No.
Sasha flew in and landed on his face, didn't
No,
he?
the dog guy. What the hell is it?
Oh, a Triumph. The intro.
Triumph.
Yeah,
Remember, made fun of
Schmeigel.
Yeah, made fun of Eminem sitting down, and
Right.
Eminem got pissed off.
Right.
He was
Didn't he
like
make
right
fun
in his
of
face.
Moby?
Right.
Huh?
And he pulled them. Didn't he pull it?
No, but I think he was getting really mad.
was getting angry.
So the next year, his thing was, hey, I went to puppet therapy, and I got my friend, and I pop up.
Yeah.
And I'm under the podium with the guy that does the puppet, and I'm doing the voice, and Eminem's standing right there.
You had the microphone under the thing?
Yeah, I had the mic under the thing. So I'm doing the voice, and he's
Classic.
working the puppet, and and I just annoy Eminem when he said he's okay, he's not going to beat up puppets, and he beats the shit out of Eminem
Yeah.
at a special ed.
At a special
But
ed.
we had to rehearse, and we went to dinner the night before and shit
But he
like that.
talked about your character on different shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then he imitated it. I saw that.
Yeah, in the movie awards, he
Yes.
imitated it. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
So you got to bring that back.
wait. The coolest part of this, you went to dinner with Eminem?
Yeah, and then I was in
Is he a
Detroit.
good guy?
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
Just
Yeah.
the two of you? A few of you?
His manager, Paul Rosenberg, and a bunch of people.
A
But yeah.
Jew?
But he,
Sorry, my apologies.
but
I can say
I
it.
remember Paul, his manager,
I'm
come up to me. He goes, "Look,
Oh, yeah,
Eminem
right.
wants you and Special Ed at dinner tonight." And it was the night before the awards, and there was only one Special Ed, and Comedy Central needed the puppet back because there's one.
Oh, it was
puppet.
only one doll.
Yeah, there's only one doll. They go,
Oh, you didn't have the backup?
Do you have
doll?
one now, like for your own?
I have one now. They gave
Okay.
me one after the show was done or
Okay.
whatever. But so I go, look, we can't bring him. The Comedy Central needs him. He's like, no. He goes, he wants him at dinner.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I can't. I go, I'll sit next to him. I'll do the voice. And he's like, all right, fine, if that's what you got to do. So I just sat with him. We were just fucking with the waiters, and I was ordering a Special Ed.
Oh,
Yeah,
Classic.
whatever
Did-
Eminem wanted me to
did
do.
they get it? Did the
Classic.
waiters get it?
No, they had no idea. Like,
That's
this
even
guy's
better.
an asshole.
That's even better.
And everyone's like, don't fuck around now. They're going to fuck with our food.
It's like, how can they not bring that character back? They have to.
Oh, that's
I mean-
goddamn.
my
The first
God.
episode should be a Special Ed and Eminem.
Yeah, I mean,
That would set it off.
They're gonna ruin it.
They're gonna try to. I
damn
hope
it.
they don't ruin it.
I hope not.
But it's all
Maybe
phone
not.
calls and shit. So how can you really ruin it?
usually, when you go through a puppet, you can get away with a lot more.
Right.
South Park, cartoon,
like
you get away with a
animation,
lot
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they can't. This would be like having South Park and leaving Cartman out if they don't do that.
Yes.
If they
Yes.
don't bring you back.
but you know
yeah.
how that stuff
I got
goes.
you. No,
if
I
they
got
put a
you.
clip of Special Ed like online and everyone just goes crazy, that doesn't know what it is, and say, look what this Comedy Central's doing.
I
You
think
know,
people already like it though. I think it's enough. Like it's already a cult classic.
It's pretty legendary.
Right,
That
and then-
motherfuckers will get so behind it. The younger people are like this. I want to know what this is about.
Right.
And plus, it's different versions of the show. They're like not bastardized. That's online. That's not on TV. Online of crank calls.
Yeah.
So they still do. And every radio show still does that shit in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's still a thing. But your character was the biggest on that motherfucker.
Well,
No,
yeah. I mean,
right.
I hear I'm going to
Alright,
be back, but
Foster.
I didn't hear anything else.
All
But
right.
it's 20 episodes, they're guaranteed.
I think we need
Oh,
a
they
pay
got
raise.
20?
Yeah, 20.
I'm going
yeah.
for a pay raise already.
They
I'm
better
already.
bring,
We're not even
Florentine
negotiating
back.
the original salary.
Yeah.
Going straight for a pay
They got to
raise.
call you.
Hey.
I did two characters. I did this guy Bobby Fletcher too.
That's right.
Who was just my regular voice, and I was burping in people's faces and just being rude. I'm trying to
It's
call
such
for a
a-
job, and I'm burping. The guy's like, "You're burping." I go, "Yeah, I know. So what's the big deal?"
Did you show the boy? Did you show your son this stuff?
Yeah, he loves it.
Oh,
yeah,
he
Sure
has to
does.
love
Loves
it.
it.
Of course
Yeah.
he does.
He has to
He's
love
got the
this.
greatest fucking dad ever.
Yeah, he loves
Are you
it.
kidding me?
You nuts? This is like having a dad from Silver Spoons. It's like we have a train in the house. I love you, Pop.
I got to put your. I posted a picture yesterday on Instagram of Lee Michaels who's saying, "Do you know what I mean?"
Do you know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
it looks very close to your headshot from Jam and Jim.
Oh, really?
Because someone went, "Holy shit! It's Florentine." I'm like, "No, it's not."
Is that a country guy?
No, full on Sono, dude.
I don't know who that
Do
is.
you know what I mean? You know the song. I guarantee you know the fucking song. You ain't got a hair on your fucking ass if you
When
don't
did
know
it
the
come
song.
out?
You know the song.
Yeah, you know the
It
song.
was a
When did it
one-hit
come
wonder,
out?
Oh,
right?
fuck, like 72.
Huge.
Yeah, some 72.
But it was
73.
huge
Been
every
14 days since I don't know. I
Okay,
just
all right,
saw
yeah,
her
yeah.
With
I don't-
my best friend. Do you know what I mean? All right.
Yeah,
That guy. So it
man.
looks like So it looks like.
No, look.
my
Paul,
headshot
Look
from-
on my Instagram.
Yeah, he's got the long flowing
It
hair.
is the same, but it's very close. It's black and white, same
Yeah.
thing. And I put that up the other day because in the snowstorm, I was just playing vinyl all day. And
Dude, I was playing along with your Instagram.
I was really enjoying it. It was
Did anyone get Rough Boys?
No,
You had a
Oh.
you had a lyric from Rough
I
Boys.
did. Yes, absolutely.
I wasn't sure.
No,
if
the
I
Who. It was a bunch of the
Yeah,
Jacksons. Triumph, which the
Oh,
Triumph.
Magic Power!
But the somebody wrote. I posted the Triumph album of Jacksons, and somebody went, Was that after the Victory album? And I didn't say anything. I almost went, you stupid motherfucker. It was the Victory Tour.
Yes,
there was no
tour.
Victory album. There's
Right.
no goddamn Victory album.
They didn't even do a live album.
No.
No.
Right.
They didn't
Was
do a
that
live album.
It was all I could to not shit on whoever said.
I hope it wasn't a black
Was
person.
that on Allied Forces?
And so,
That record? That song?
It was
Okay.
on,
Wait, can I jump in here for a second?
Sure.
I'm so embarrassed right now. You
What?
said Magic Power, and I was thinking Triumph.
well,
You remember the?
fuck yeah.
That's what I'm thinking,
No,
too.
I'm with
you
I'm
should
with it.
get-
No,
okay.
I'm with same thing. No, I'm
All
with
right.
you.
I was all excited, and then you were talking about.
No, but Triumph
yeah.
is my. That's when I play Good Canada, Bad Canada.
Triumph is
Triumph
Canada.
Good Canada.
I would go Good Canada.
I think that's good.
I
Canada.
can't name another hit right now. Magic Power.
Lay it on the line.
Oh!
I think.
God damn it,
Might
Vic.
not be Canada. I
Vic
might be
knows
wrong. But
everything.
Lay it on the line. I think
Yeah.
Lay it on the line.
Bugs
Triumph.
me.
Maybe I don't know. Mike could look it up. I'm a little stoned.
I think
I
you're right.
love that your son loves the fucking Crankganger
That's
stuff.
the greatest. Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's right up his alley. He's a
I hang
kid.
out with Geraldo's sons.
Right.
Like when they were younger, I showed them a video of us on Comedy Central together. These niggas love this video. love. I'm sorry, they played it all the time. But I showed them this. They were younger, and they still bring it up. They're in high school and college now. They still bring it up like this. That video, money, because they got to see their father as a dude just being a cool, funny dude.
Yeah.
And it was a different vibe. So I was happy to bring that to him.
Geraldo's missed.
It's good that your son.
How's
yeah.
his son's
Yeah.
doing?
Doing great. I do the charity show for their school every year.
How old are they now?
Now the middle son is in, Daniel is in the school now. Gregg Gregg Jr. is already in college, first year of
Wow,
college.
Jesus.
And then the younger one, Andy, is
You ever hear that
Andrew's
Geraldo?
still in junior high school.
You ever hear that Geraldo thing where a DJ from like Amsterdam spliced Geraldo's act into a fucking
Oh, yeah,
techno
of course.
track,
dope.
and it was a smash.
No,
it was
what
a
song
really
was that
big-
again?
He didn't get shit from it, but it was a.
Well, that's
a
amazing.
really
I gotta have send me the
fucking cool
song,
thing.
Vic, please, because I'm gonna send
Dude,
it to the boys.
I was coming across the 59th Street Bridge whenever it happened. It was literally maybe a month old at the time.
Because he
And
used
I'm
to
right
perform
on
out there
it.
too.
And I hear him, and I'm like, and I think I'm between channels.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm raising my hand.
You got it?
It was Geraldo's homeless bit.
Yes.
Splice into this song.
Oh, like he gonna use it on drugs and alcohol, but I'm gonna use it on that.
I'm telling you.
That joke?
Where people like try to figure out if they should give a homeless guy
Yeah,
money.
he's like, if I
Geraldo's
give
like,
it to him, he's
hello.
gonna use it on drugs and alcohol.
Right,
But
just
then I think,
But the
I'm gonna use
track-
it on drugs and alcohol.
The track's the fucking bomb. It's the best
haven't thought of
Send
that
that track, please, because I'll send it to the boys.
When do you get to say dance comedy? You
Send
never
it to
get
me.
to
Send
fucking
it to
say
me.
that
Send it to
ever.
me.
And it's really fucking. It's at the time.
I haven't thought of that
Again,
song
I might have
in a
been a
long
little high.
time.
But the school that I do the charity for them for years is the
He
High
was just
School
mad
of
because they
American
fucked him.
Studies.
Think somebody sampled it and didn't give me a penny for it because I remember I called him as soon as possible and I'm like, please tell
That's
me
us.
you're behind this.
That's the show. That's Daniel. He's
Oh,
at the show
man.
now. He's
Absolutely.
at the school now.
Let me see.
All right.
Geraldo's middle son. That motherfucker's tall as shit now. It's
Yeah.
so crazy how these boys grow up so fast. Time flies, man. He died in 2010.
I'm glad I remember that.
He is missed. That's his boys. God damn, man. Are any
He's
of them
taller than me.
any of them in comedy?
No. They
said,
too smart
fuck
for
that.
it.
They said, fuck that.
Yeah.
Too smart. These boys are smart as fuck.
Right on.
We went go karting too, for years.
I got a weird one before we end the podcast. Did you guys hear about the Falcon sex hats?
No.
I'm just hitting you. I'm hitting you between the eyes with this one. What do you got?
And I showed him my
His
mom's.
mom. I know his mom.
Vic knows.
I know Rose Rock. That's
Yeah,
it.
I
If you
know
really
Rose,
want to
uh,
go.
She's
I got
missed.
Rose on
She's
that.
missed too, man.
Rose
No,
Rock's
she's still
fine.
alive.
Rose Rock's fine.
She live in a
Rose
fucking
Rock's
high tower
fine.
in
Yeah, Rose Rock,
downtown
Chris's
Brooklyn.
mom.
I'm talking about your.
Oh,
No, his,
my mother,
no,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm not stupid.
No. But if
I
I,
know-
see if I see her, I always think of Rose Rock.
Oh, okay.
No, right.
This is what happens with the
Thundercat.
It's just-
That's remember I put you on the Thundercat.
Sherrod's got to show pictures.
No.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
what
got
I
caught
know.
up. I got
That's what
caught
I know.
up.
It's
I
not
got
to wrap
caught
up. No, I know. I understand. too.
Thundercat, check out the music.
Okay.
Vic,
Okay.
trust me on
I
this.
got you.
Houston,
I'm with
bass
you.
guitar. You're
right.
gonna love him.
All right.
Chappelle put me up on him.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm in.
We hung out till 5 a.m. Last Thursday. Then I went to a
Yeah.
show
Oh,
at Blue
shit.
Note. Then I went to a show at Blue Note.
Okay.
What's his name? Talib Kweli was there too. Nigga,
Yeah.
Thundercat.
all
His
right.
brother's a drummer.
I got it.
You're gonna love him.
All right.
All right.
I got it.
Wheels are
Sorry.
off.
Sorry.
We're losing Florentine, unfortunately.
He's
Where you
got work
going?
to do.
Having another white son, nigga?
I got a vasectomy.
Got a job, baby.
Why'd you do that? You
I
had
got
you
work
got a
to
gold
do.
mine in there. You got white blonde kids coming out of you,
It
nigga.
depends who I fuck.
You don't fuck ethnics.
Oh,
After
yeah.
that Puerto Rican girl, I remember her. She
He
was
has
sweet.
no boundaries.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't
Her body
think
was crazy.
She's a high school principal now.
he-
I fucked that up, man.
Is she?
135 G's a year.
You should have married
I know.
her.
What happened now?
Oh,
I had this Latino girlfriend.
I know this one.
She's the principal where? In Jersey?
Yeah, in Jersey.
Where?
In North Jersey.
Bergen
That's
County.
money.
Yeah,
The
Bergen
North
County.
to the city is
No,
big
I know.
money.
That is health care.
135 a year. She would eat my ass too. I mean, a fucking trooper.
Oh,
This was a hot Puerto Rican.
no,
How'd you
Nicaraguan.
I know.
Nicaragua. I don't
Yeah.
separate those people.
Yeah, yeah.
How'd you fuck that up?
You know, it's just an asshole.
This is your Florentine.
135. Just a.
Well, 'cause, you know, it's the same thing. You know, she had off on weekends. She wanted me to go hang out at Applebee's with her teacher friends, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm gonna
Where'd
go. I'm gonna go make $10 at the comic strip.
How was it though? Was it good?
Phenomenal.
25.
What
Yeah.
made you break it off though? Like what was like this?
I think she broke up with me.
Oh, she had to.
Yeah, she had enough.
She had enough.
She
of
wanted
your
a guy that was
nonsense?
going to be around.
Yes, and you
know what I
weren't.
mean? Yeah, and I was.
You could have been around more though, and still made it satisfied it.
When you're in your 20s, you're just going for comedy. You don't give a fuck about anybody.
Where was she from? Oh, Nicaragua.
Yeah, Nicaragua. Yeah,
They fuck.
it was great because her friend,
They
her,
fuck.
her friend, like she was kind
Not
of.
like those goddamn El Salvadorans.
Oh, I never do. Don't even bring me. Don't bring it up.
We had good sex, and then one day she just ate my ass out of nowhere. I go, "What's up with that?" She goes, "My friend, her other Latino friend, told her, goes, no, I eat my boyfriend's ass all the time. You have to do it to your man. Take care of your man." So she goes, "Yeah." So she told me, and I'm like, I go, "Let me call your friend up and thank her. Seriously, let me at least take her to dinner. I go take her to Roots Chris Steakhouse. She
I
deserves
think
a
it's
steak.
steak.
I swear to God, I was going to say Roots Chris.
She deserves a steak."
And you left a girl who listens to that kind of advice? Who
I know.
makes 135 grand a year?
And where do you find?
Well, she didn't at that time.
Yeah,
But you
know,
saw the potential. You
I
heard
didn't.
what you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She's female and Latino. She's going to get a good job in the
Is she
teaching
still single?
business.
No.
No, she's married. She
can't
married a
be.
dude who looks just like me.
I was gonna say, where do you find a card that takes care of that in Rite Aid?
You blew it, Jimmy.
And what are you going to do? You know, there's some good ones that, you know, you fucked up
You
on.
get some good opportunities, though. You get some good earners. Earners like you, nigga. I've been
Yeah.
watching you for years.
Yeah, you know.
You
you're
get
right.
earners.
Yeah.
They make that money.
Look, would I have been happy with her just one girl the rest of my life?
No.
At that point? No.
But you
So-
could have worked this out where she wouldn't even care.
No, they're jealous. The Latinos,
Oh,
they're
Latinos,
super
right.
jealous.
You're right.
Can I be the buzzkill?
You're right.
I had one girl do that to me.
Eat your asshole?
I know this
And-
story. You don't. You
All right,
didn't like
yeah,
it.
all right.
Didn't
So
like it.
Vic knows.
One girl?
Didn't like
I
it.
only had one. I didn't really enjoy it. And then the next
Oh,
day,
I know where he's going.
and the next day she calls me,
Right.
and
I think I do know the story.
No, you know it.
I think I do.
It's an old punchline, but a goodie.
like
Because
a
it's
point.
true.
Like,
It's true. He ain't making
say
it
it.
up. He's not making it up.
and she said I could still taste you.
Yeah.
And I started puking because I knew what my ass could do.
He didn't like it.
Well, it's just like
No,
when you
because I was a mess when
You're so young in
I was a mess when it
basketball.
went
You're
down.
young in basketball.
And there was a reason why she could still taste it. I'm like, oh my god! I started dry heaving.
it's just like when you had
I remember that story.
a mustache and a
Sure.
goatee and you went down on a chick, you still taste it the next day.
I
It's still
love
in
it.
there. Yeah, it's like whatever. It's part of the fucking process.
I like that.
It's a flavor saver.
That's what it's.
Yeah.
That's why it's a cliche.
All right, listen.
That same girl that told
Yeah.
my girlfriend to eat my ass. My buddy comes up from Florida, and I said, "Hey, let's go on a double date." And I told my buddy, "This girl told my girlfriend that she likes to eat ass." Like, oh, cool. And then the next day I see him, he hooked up with her, like a one night stand. He goes, "She ate my ass." He goes, "Yeah," but she goes, "It tasted like onions." And I always remember
Oh
that.
my god!
I like
He
this
goes-
girl.
She's like, she's like, when did you last eat onions?
I like onions.
She goes,
grew
"I haven't had
into it.
onions in a month. I don't know what you're talking about."
That's when you got out of that
I-
story.
Yeah, he goes.
Yes, exactly.
He said it must have been the long flight from Florida. My ass is a little sweaty.
He had an onion seed.
See, I couldn't get past the fact that I know what my ass is capable of. So I'm
Stop
like,
it. Will you stop? She likes the ass lick. Get all over your ass.
So
nigga.
listen, let me get through this one more thing, and then we got to let Florentine get out of here. So there's a Falcon sex hats.
What are you talking about?
I know we're going
You're
off
back
the
to
rails
this?
now, but
Nigga, what are you talking about?
huh?
What? A falcon?
Not the
Sex-
Atlanta
Falcon
Falcons.
sex
Like
hats.
Atlanta Falcons?
You know the bird, the falcon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are they called? The falconers?
Atlanta Falcons?
What do they call the people that train falcons?
Falconers,
Falconers, maybe?
yes.
Okay.
Because the
They
craft
wear-
is falconry.
Yeah, they wear a hat that looks like a
Sound like
honeycomb.
faggery.
That looks like a honeycomb. Look
right,
it up.
right. I know
And these fucking falcons land on the honeycomb-looking hat
and fuck it.
and fuck it, and that's how they get the sperm to mate other falcons.
So you gotta wear the hat so they can fuck.
That's
the hat?
my point. Why would you have to wear the hat?
I'm just saying, why these boys so lucky to have a falcon fuck hat? I would love to have one. Thanks, Michael. I want a falcon fuck hat. I want one for me, Carl, and Vic.
I would do it for the goof.
I like birds to fuck my head.
I
Opie,
would
don't
not.
judge me.
I would not. As a graduate of Auburn University, where they have a Velociraptor center, or a raptor, not Velociraptor, tequila.
I had a
Raptors,
pigeon.
Birds with claws are raptors.
I had a pigeon fanny pack, and they used to fuck the shit out of it. Pigeons.
But why would they just put the hat on the floor?
I had some owl goggles, and owls was the fuck my eyeballs.
I like those falcons that live over on Fifth Avenue. Have you ever seen those?
Oh yeah, I have.
They're New York legends.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, seen them. I saw
seen
one
'em.
eat a pigeon,
Absolutely.
ate his neck
Yep.
on a branch.
Of
I stayed there
course.
for an hour
Yeah.
and a half. This was on the west side too. I should have
Falcons don't
called
play.
you.
Yeah, you
called
should have. I would love to see
He
that.
sat on a branch and ate this fucking pigeon's neck and then body.
Really?
Oh, it was great. And then like white people was walking past me as I'm there by myself on my phone. I got pictures of it.
I saw this. I
And
know.
then then it was a crowd because this fucking falcon was going in like he caught this pigeon somewhere and then brought it over there. And then I saw a rat eating a pigeon. A rat dragging a pigeon that was alive and was trying to bite his spine and try to stop him from fucking. And he did. And then dragged him into a bush. This was Central Park. Central Park is fucking.
Central Park doesn't play.
There's no fuck around.
Father, daughter feeding the pigeons, and the falcon came from nowhere
And
like
a
a
snatch.
goddamn
Really?
B-50. Oh, and
They
zapped it.
wait for us to feed them
Feathers,
so they'll
nothing
stay
but
around.
feathers and dust. And
Yeah.
the little girl
What-
started crying, and I thought it was the most wonderful
When
thing.
me and Carl were wandering around
It's so
Manhattan
great.
trying to find you in that bar, I wanted to walk him across Central Park to see the raccoons. He's like, "Fuck that." You've seen the raccoons
Oh.
at night in Central
One
Park.
chased me
Oh,
up
they-
Lexington.
Money, I saw a coyote in Central Park.
No.
Money.
There's
I saw-
capybara.
I'm going to say it to you again. Because I was like, that's too long to be a fucking raccoon.
Right.
And I ran up on it. It was raining, by the way. And then I saw a report on ABC News where they're saying, like, wolves and stuff come down.
They're coming down a little
and
bit.
they come down
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
city at night. And then they get caught up in, like, little parks and shit. And then they come. Nigga, I
How
saw
do they cross the
a
highways to get to
coyote
Central
How's that mountain
It's
lion
Central
crossing
Park.
the 101 for 25
run
years
into a
in Los
bush, and
Angeles?
then I went to the bush, and this motherfucker was not afraid of me.
No, the one that
He
chased
had a
me
cell
down the street.
phone.
Right. Right.
But his tail was
Now you
long
know
as
how we
shit.
feel.
That's why I knew it was like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fox or. But then I saw the report on ABC News. But this motherfucker was in Central Park. This was like 60th Street. At night, raining, because I'm an asshole. I was running my bike in the rain. And was like, what the fuck is that running? Because there's no people around. So it's not a dog. I thought it was a dog.
Right.
And then it went into a bush and stayed there. I went over there, and nigga, it was a fucking coyote
God damn.
in New York, in Manhattan.
Damn.
I've heard that.
This was last summer.
But the raccoons look like kangaroos when they're hopping across the lawns.
I thought it was a
Like the
raccoon.
Great Lawn and shit.
Yeah, I have video of a raccoon family on right over by Natural History Museum.
Nah, the raccoons are
It was
everywhere,
like
though.
two big
I'm leaving
parents
80
and
racist
like
jokes on the
5
table.
siblings, and it was up on like the scaffolding of the like when they paint the building.
Yeah.
Big as shit. I'm like, where do they go during the day? Like, where do they live?
I always wonder that.
Where the fuck do they go?
Don't kick a pile
The
of leaves.
parents was big. The parents would have to be this big,
That's a good visual.
and then 5 yeah, for the show.
Look at this man.
And then 5 siblings,
Good
like
Lord.
5 babies behind them on the scaffolding with painters up there.
just
I'm like,
just
God damn.
surviving in New York City.
It's
Like
gotta
it's
be
no
hard.
problem.
hanging out. Right, just hanging out.
That's a hard life.
That's a hard life, man. I mean,
a
there's
hard
food
life.
everywhere, though.
True.
Yeah.
But you got to hide during the day.
But you got to be used to humans and cars and not get hit by cars.
Right.
If you can handle cars, nigga, you good here.
Right. Yeah. They gotta fuck
Fucking
them.
coyote in Central Park, man.
And you got to be used to the transgenders, too.
Not really.
You call them trannies, don't you, Opie?
Seriously.
I'm trying to, like, clean
Let's
up
go
my
to the
act.
video.
Whoa!
I got to
go.
run, man.
All right, yeah, we're losing
I gotta lose my
Florentine.
set.
Thank you,
I gotta
buddy.
go too.
Thanks,
I gotta
man.
What do you want to promote?
April 12th and 13th, Governors in Long Island, Levittown.
Beautiful. And Florentine does a great podcast. He's an angry man.
Comedy
He
Metal
does a
Midgets.
great, we all do great podcasts, goddammit. Stop just singling him out.
I don't. I just do
No,
this
you do a
one.
great podcast.
Yeah, no, my podcast is called White Race Wars.
Let's call it Earth.
Jim Florentine is a funny motherfucker. Thanks, Jim.
I got to bounce too. I got a show downtown.
I'm going too. I'm going to eat.
Yeah, me and Vic are gonna eat. You're gonna bounce.
Let me do some plugs. Can I plug?
Yeah, let's
I
go.
mean, shit, can I plug?
It's you.
Race Wars all the time. Patreon.com/Race Wars.
Anybody
You know
fun
that.
on there?
Oh, we got Ann Coulter. I got Jussie Smollett. Smollett coming on.
No.
Everybody comes through here, man.
What are
Wait,
you saying?
Up or down. If you going up or you going down, you coming through Race Wars.
He's got
So
it.
we got Jussie coming on. And a couple
Even
weeks.
after-
I'm working out. And I got Spicer.
Sean Spicer.
Sean
former-
Spicer's coming on,
Former
yes.
White House.
And newly correspondent for Extra TV. Extra. He's working on Extra
Oh.
now, doing he's
He
DC
stinks.
correspondent.
Working his way
He
down.
stinks. But he
Working
has a
his way
staff
down.
too. But he's coming on Race
I'm a
Wars
fan of
show.
Scaramouche.
Scaramouche I'm trying to get to.
I had him on.
He did have mine.
Well, why
I had the
wasn't I
mooch.
here? Come see me also March 2nd. I'm doing an hour.
Wait a minute.
Doing an hour at the Comedy Cellar March 2nd. Get your tickets, comedycellar.com. Just in an hour this week. I'm doing hours there now.
I'm
That's what I
actually
do.
coming there for that show.
I'm calling you
I'm
out.
leaving the next morning.
I actually texted you for Mooch because I knew you would enjoy that one.
Oh, you text me? You didn't text me for that.
Absolutely, I did.
That's not true.
I did. He was all about it.
Thank
No,
you.
he didn't text me.
Mike.
Son of a Mike.
No, you were perfect for Mooch. It was me, the Cuban, and I'm thinking.
I
you.
remember.
I would have came through for
No,
that.
I was thinking all of us actually.
Was I out of town?
Well, this is a few
Maybe.
months ago, so I don't know
Yeah, I might have been
what
out
it
of town.
officially was.
Speaking
but
of
we
out of
did
town,
work.
We do
I'm
work.
back in Vegas
We do
April
work.
1st.
In case you don't know.
Yeah,
That's
of
right.
course you is.
We
Speaking
actually
of
have
working.
shit to do.
Speaking of working, I'm back in Vegas April 1st through the 7th. April 1st to the 7th. Vegas, the Rio Comedy Cellar room. Yeah, I'm doing like 10 or 12 shows.
I'm there. I'm in Florida in Sarasota, April 3 through 7.
We got to
and,
do Vegas together,
Yeah,
though.
we got to do Vegas.
Please do. I'm going to tell Liz
No,
right away.
She's on.
All right.
Yo, what about the podcast in Vegas?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm doing a thing with Guy Fieri when I get out there.
Perfect. All right.
So let's do it.
Why don't we get out of here?
Racist.
We got a couple things. Matt from Gebhard's, thanks once again. This is a great joint. We're going to start opening it up to the podcast audience. Next time we do one of these, we're going
It's
to announce it
fine.
ahead of time, and a whole bunch of people will show
Make
up.
sure I'm here,
It's
please.
a great beer joint, man, on the Upper West Side.
Yes,
It's called
let's get fans
Gebhard's.
in here.
It's on 72nd
Beer
Street.
culture.
Beer culture.
We got to have cameras, though, that night.
Well,
Beer
we got
culture.
cameras.
I mean, we have it, but yeah.
We can do cameras.
On cameras.
And what else? Oh, join the Facebook group, OpieRadio Podcast. With that, Joey, wrap it up.
Okay, wrapping it up.
Yeah.
But first, listeners, friends, my new album of 11 songs is about to drop, and I'm going to give you a chance to be the first to buy it before it hits Spotify, iTunes, and all other digital stores. The link's in the show notes or at joeysalvia.com. Now, I wrote these songs, played all the instruments, and did all the vocals. Yeah, I know, some of you won't be happy about that part, but there are bonus materials with this special pre-sale. It includes liner notes and the cover art drawn and painted by one of you. That's right, I had help from an Opie Radio listener with the artwork, my man Phil at PMTick on Twitter, Tick. He's an inspiring artist who draws cool Marvel comic renditions, and he was kind enough to help me out, and now has his first commercial released album cover. So go get this pre-released album. It's called The Soundtrack in My Head, and help me contribute to my son's college fund. I don't have Gregg bucks. Boo! You guys know the rest of the drill, so I'll just sign off by saying thank you for your support and subscribing to this free podcast we call Opie Radio.
From the Westwood One Podcast Network.